Okay, here again at Action Impact with Neil. And Neil, what kind of handgun do you have there?
This is the Khar P9 in 9mm. It's a really good gun. It has the thin line profile because it's a single stack magazine, and it's a very tight gun. So you may take you a couple more times more than the easier guns to assemble because it's a tight gun and it's a little bit small, so it's a little bit tricky to work with. Again, we're going to practice the first three safeties. Keep your finger off the trigger. Point it in the safe direction, and always assume that the firearm is loaded. So first what we're going to do, we're going to pull the slide back to make sure it's not loaded. As you can see visually right there, there's nothing in the chamber, it's empty, and there's your magazine. With this gun you have two controls only. Your magazine release button right here, and your slide catch right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to press the magazine release button to take the magazine out, and then we're going to press the slide catch down and let the slide go in slowly. Now what you will notice over here on the slide, you have this area right here which is kind of a half circle notched area. This has to go back all the way up to here in order for it to meet the slide catch protruding little metal piece above it, which is right over there. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Now that is aligned properly at this point, and what I'm going to do with my finger, I'm going to press this inwards so that way this pops out. And right there, see that metal indentation right over there?
So bring your hand out a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, there it is.
And then I did push it in with my finger a little bit. All I'm going to do is just basically pull it out. And there it is. This is your slide catch. And the area that I was talking about to meet that half circle is that right there.
Got it.
Okay. And then all you have to do after that, just fire it and the slide will go forward. Remove your recoil guide spring and your barrel. And this gun right here is ready basically to be cleaned. And actually right now what we'll do is just put it back together. It's same sequence, just in reverse. We'll hold the slide in, and then we'll put the barrel in. Now, with the recoil guide, as you can see, the spring is a little bit longer. This portion right here of the spring will sit in forward or in front. And then basically you're going to push the recoil guide, make sure it goes into the spring and into that notched area right over here. It's a little tight spring, so you have to put a little bit of force to it, not much though. And then you check it visually to make sure it sits in that notched area, which it is in this case actually. Then hold the frame with your right hand, and these channels right here, you're going to guide them through the rail in the back. Just nice and gently. Don't put any pressure to it. Let it go back. Now, in order for you to be able to put the slide catch pin back in, see that hole right there? Make sure there's nothing obstructing it. It's clear. Then you're going to put the pin in it, not all the way in though, because there's another step that we have to do.
That's real tight there.
Yeah, it's a tight gun. That's what I mentioned earlier. Now, I did put the pin in there, but you see that little piece of metal that's protruding from the slide catch?
Yeah.
That has to match that half circle on the slide. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring the slide back with our fingers, and right at that point that matches perfectly, as you can see.
Yes.
And at this point all you have to do is just push the pin in, and this gun is assembled.
Okay.
It's that easy.